Hi guys, my name is Pawan and I welcome you all towards my channel. So guys, today we'll be learning about section 43, that is about Doctrine of Feeding the Grant by Estoppel. Doctrine of Feeding the Grant by Estoppel. Very strange word, right? But it's very easy. One of my favorite doctrines because it's very easy to remember. Understand the concepts? Karo, ratta maro aapke exam mein. That's a very important concept which you need to keep in the mind. But I'll give you a very simple example on how, or very simple illustration on how you can remember this particular kind of an example. Now I have a son. Now I have a son and I am a father and he is a son. Now my son goes to Aman and he will tell that, see, all this property belongs to me and from my father, and I'm a very rich person, you're supposed to buy this property. And he will convince Aman that, and Aman will basically purchase this particular property. But what is the problem is that I'm his father. Just imagine I'm dead in one particular day. But B, that is like my son will not disclose to the fact to Aman that he also have other kind of relations. Like for example, he have his own elder brother, elder sister, and other important preliminary relations. So he will not disclose this such kind of information to whom? To Aman. So when later date, when Aman comes to know about this, he can file a suit against whom? He can file a suit against me. No, I'm already dead over here. So who he can file a suit against? My son. Telling about it could be he can file a suit in terms of specific performances. So it mainly comes under the important aspect of this particular doctrine, that is about doctrine of feeding the grant by Estoppel. That means that you're providing a fraudulent intention is basically involved over here. There is misrepresentation of the information provided over here. Something you're doing against forbidden by the law. That's such scenario, it is very important for you to note down is that, see guys, at such important scenario, such kind of aspects plays a very important role, and especially if you look into different states in our country, still this problem is basically existing. So I hope you understood some essence about doctrine of feeding the grant by Estoppel. Doctrine of feeding the grant by Estoppel, very simple. I'm the father and I have a son. So if I am A and my B, so on the death of the father, he just tells that his property all the property belongs to him, but he will not disclose complete information towards whom? Towards Y. And as such, Y will purchase the land, and at that point of time, if all the informations are not provided, if all the informations are not literally provided, and he is basically purchasing the land, and later the Y will come to know that there is some kind of fraudulent means or misrepresentation or any kind of forbidden by the law, then it can be considered as doctrine of feeding the grant by Estoppel. So what he can file a complaint against my son? He can file a complaint against the specific performances. So this is the major important doctrine of feeding the grant by the Estoppel.